first thing first, welcome back to Top with some Tea with your girl Nah. If you are a new subscriber, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, how you doing? If you guys are wondering why the background is a little bit different, I'm gonna let y'all know. So I'm at a little wine tasting that's like 30 minutes from my house. It's super cute, such a vibe. So I kind of want to just get the video in while the light was shining on me or whatever. And I'm looking cute, feeling cute and stuff like that. So that's why you see the people in the background. I'm actually sitting outside. It's super nice out. It's a little hot, but it's super nice. So today's topic and episode, it's going to be about my journey of celibacy. How has my journey affected my relationship with God, dating, my dating life while being celibate, and my overall experience. So I would say I've been on this journey for about four years, but it hasn't been perfect. Let me just say that. I've tried to do this since I've had my son. I've had stand-ins, if you can fill in the blanks. I've had stand-ins and I've broken it a few times, but this time around I've decided to be true to myself, true to God, and just put myself first and put my relationship with God. What I can say is in the past, I have gone almost 2 years, and it was the most, I just had such clarity, and I was just so clear on so much things. Like my skin was flourishing, I didn't have no stress, I didn't have any soul ties, I was just focusing on myself. I felt good. So I want to get back to that. I remember that feeling, and I want to get back to that. As I told you guys, I've had stand-ins, and it's just like, it's not fun. Like for me, it's not fun to only be able to call somebody when it's 11, 12 o'clock at night, like just a little 1-2, if you get what I'm saying. So it hasn't been fun. Like I'm actually looking for a real relationship now, something that I can benefit from, the person can benefit from. But I'm gonna start with what led me to being celibate. My whole journey with God, honestly. Like I know this takes a turn for what my previous videos are about, but y'all know I only come to y'all talking to y'all about real things. But my journey with God, I just wanted to be closer to God. I just wanted to do something that allows him to be proud of me and stop doing things that kind of he would be ashamed of. Like a lot of things in my life I felt like he would be ashamed of, and I felt like I owed him that much to do something that he can actually be proud of. And it made me feel amazing to kind of put myself first and not allow me to be looked at as an object, or for me to be looked at as just a thing or being, if I can say it like that. So my journey with God became strong after my postpartum. Like I felt like that was the only person that I can speak to, that was the only person that understood me, that was the only person that answered me. And it allowed me to then progress to celibacy and just doing all things that God would love and what we were made to do, just kind of being in that union with my husband and not stepping outside of that. Again, I'm not perfect. I had a child and I'm not married, so that tells you a lot about that. But I feel like going forward, I want to try to do things the right way and show my son something different. It wasn't easy. I say that, I'm going to say it a million times. It was not easy, and it's still not. It's always temptation. It's always things that you can do, whether it be toys or somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's always something that you can do to kind of fill in the blanks. But for me, I just kind of want to just stay focused, because again, like I said, I remember that feeling that I had of just submitting myself and just being obedient to God. And it worked for me before, so I felt like, why not do it again? The second thing I kind of want to embark on and speak about is my dating life while being celibate. I don't know what that looks like, if I'm being honest. I don't know what my dating life looked like. I'm not sure, like, is that something you tell a guy? And again, I'm coming to y'all, just, you know, give me some feedback. I don't know all the answers. I'm just coming to y'all speaking on real life things that I feel like I go through and that other people can benefit from, or someone else, like I always say, someone else may be going through the same experience. I don't know what my dating life looked like while being celibate. I haven't even tried to date in the last 4 years. I just had stand-ins. And quick definition of what a stand-in is, I think I said it before, but if I didn't, it's just a guy or a girl that it just takes the place of whatever your need is at that time. Like they just a stand-in. Like they just come in and do the job, understand the assignment most times, and then it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But just don't do it with anybody. Make sure you're being protective, and you know the person. Don't make it better, but make sure you're being safe. But I don't know what my dating life looked like while being celibate, because I've never attempted it. I don't know if this is something that you tell a guy on the first date, like, oh, just to let you know, I'm celibate. So if you're not into what I'm into, peace out. Like, I don't know how that goes, so I'm gonna have to keep y'all updated as I go. But I'm hoping that it's a gradual conversation, and I can find someone that is on the same path and journey as me, because it'll make it a lot easier if I can have someone that's on the same level of growth as me, if I can say it like that. Like, they understand where I'm going and where I'm heading, and they're kind of in that same space too. Or if they're not, they're willing to participate and learn, like I'm willing to learn, because I don't know everything. I'm still learning things about being celibate. I'm still learning things about myself. I'm still learning things about my journey with God. So it all comes into just learning and just wanting to know more, and just wanting to develop, and wanting to be better, and wanting to grow with your partner. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you can learn a lot from someone without the sexual interactions. Like, without that, you can learn a lot about someone. You can figure out who they really are without that. Like, and that for me now, it shows a lot. If you're willing to wait for me and know that I'm worth it, why not take on this journey? You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't know what my dating life look like, but I do know that it's gonna be eventful. Like, I'm in Georgia. There's a lot of different things that you can get into here, and again, there's a lot of temptation. There's a lot of fineness working around here. Okay, even where I'm at today, there's a lot of fineness. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be focused. When my time is right, and when it's supposed to happen, it will be, and I won't have to step outside of my routine to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? It'll come directly to me, directly to my doorstep. So, yeah. And I would say another thing that I can kind of bring up, that I can kind of talk about, is honestly how my relationship with God has been during this time. I get up every day at 5 in the morning, and I make it a point to kind of have a conversation with God and do what I need to do, and cater myself to God for the first hour of my day, and set the tone for my day before anything. And while being celibate, it has taught me, as again, your mind is not as cloudy, your thoughts is not as cloudy, things are not as cloudy as it would be had you been in that kind of up and down roller coaster of sexual releases. But it's been amazing. I felt like in the beginning, like I said, it was very rough. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I felt like if I just did it, if I kind of was celibate for 4 months and kind of just had a slip up, I could just jump right back into it and things kind of pick up. But I realized it threw me off track with my normal routine and my normal relationship with God, because when you start doing things outside of your routine, it affects everything else. It affects everything else in your day. It affects everything else as far as your energy, your mental space, your physical space. You kind of start feeling relaxed. You don't really want to do as much. I felt like I started like gaining weight when I had my little stand-ins, and it wasn't, well, my stand-in, should I say. It wasn't really like, it wasn't productive for me. I didn't feel productive, and I felt like I wasn't giving God, I was neglecting God. I wasn't giving him 100% me when he needed it and when he required it. And I felt like I can't be hot and cold. Like, I can't be lukewarm, because God doesn't recognize you when you're lukewarm. So it's either he would rather you be on one side or the other. Don't play the middle. And I felt like I was playing the middle. I would do good for a while, and then something would happen, and I would double back, and then now, okay, well, let me just get right back in. And it don't work like that, because now I've already broken that kind of communication that we had. So now I have to work even harder to gain it back. So I feel like for me now, in the season that I'm in, I feel like I'm doing amazing. And I feel like I'm very headstrong now. I don't think I was before. I feel like I'm able to do and exceed and prove to myself that my relationship with God comes before all. And I didn't see that before. I just felt like he will always just be there, which he is, but it's just sometimes you have to stop and think about what do you want out of this? Like, what do you want out of this? Where do you see yourself going out of certain situations? And I felt like I just kept setting myself back. I would take 2 steps forward but go back 10 steps. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't seem right. So I just felt like I had to make a decision to either be for all in or just live my life and do whatever it is that I want. But I always want God's hand over everything that I do, and I felt like me just doing whatever it is that I wanted to do, he's gonna say, okay, you can do whatever you want to do, but my hand won't be on what you're doing. And I don't want that. I always want his hand over everything that I'm doing. I always want him to be at the head and leading my steps and directing me and guiding me. And it feels amazing to be in a clear mindset where I can kind of just see the world for what it is and live in the moment and know that nothing or no one can pressure me to now do something that is not right. Not that I was being pressured before, but I felt like I was easily influenced because I'm just like, I'm young, I can get together. After 30, I can get together. If I ain't got about 30, maybe 40, I can get together. And it's like, you're going to keep pushing the time back, and it's going to come a time where you're sitting in front of somebody and you're going to have to explain your reasons of what you did. So I just wanted to come to y'all. You know, I'm always humble. I'm always hot. I'm always humble, open, and transparent. I get that from my church, Transformation Church. How y'all doing? Each and every Monday, I'll be posting a video on Topics and Tea with your girl. Now, make sure y'all tune in. And again, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and tell a friend. I'm about to finish enjoying some little wine tastings. I'm going to go back in here and get some of this scenery. Before I go, let me just let y'all see what's going on here. It's so beautiful. Like, come on. It's so beautiful out here. I love y'all. And if nobody told y'all, remember, you are appreciated. Peace and love, y'all.